Boys and girls, we're going to discuss Scaredy Squirrel. The first thing I would like to discuss about Scaredy Squirrel is the genre or type of story this is. Now, Reese, what type of story is Scaredy Squirrel?
Fantasy.
It is a fantasy story. Now, fantasy stories are imaginative stories. Imaginative stories have characters and events that are not real. Some fantasies include elements of adventure or mystery. Now, authors of fantasy tell the story through plot, including a conflict and its resolution. A conflict is a problem. The resolution is how that conflict was resolved, how they solved that problem. A conflict is a problem. The resolution is how that problem was solved. Now, boys and girls, fantasies may include animals that act like people. In our story, do we have an animal that acts like a person? Yes. So this story is a fantasy. It could not happen in real life. Could this story happen in real life? No. So it is a fantasy story. Some fantasies include a theme. A theme is an overall lesson that can be learned from the story. So let's start reading Scaredy Squirrel by Melanie Watt. We're going to stop and discuss our story.
Scaredy Squirrel never leaves his nut tree. He'd rather stay in his safe and familiar tree than risk venturing out into the unknown. The unknown can be a scary place for a squirrel. The unknown. Venturing. If you are venturing somewhere, you are going somewhere that is unfamiliar and maybe unsafe.
What does venturing mean? Tell me what venturing means. What does venturing mean? Lance?
Going somewhere unfamiliar and maybe unsafe.
Yes, that's what venturing means. Very good.
A few things Scaredy Squirrel is afraid of. Tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, killer bees, germs, sharks.
So what are some things that Scaredy Squirrel is afraid of? Amelia?
Tarantulas, poison ivy,
Yes, these are the things he is afraid of. Tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, killer bees, germs, and sharks.
So he's perfectly happy to stay right where he is. Advantages of never leaving the nut tree. Great view. Plenty of nuts. Safe place. No. Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday. In Scaredy Squirrel's nut tree, every day is the same.
So what are some of the advantages of never leaving the nut tree? What's an advantage of that? Eli?
He might.
What does it say here? What are the advantages of never leaving the nut tree? What is the text evidence? What tells us that?
Great view.
Okay, yeah, there's a great view. What else?
Plenty of nuts.
Plenty of nuts. So there's plenty to eat.
Safe.
It's a safe place.
And no tarantulas and poison ivy and no green Martians and no killer bees and no germs and no sharks.
Yes, all those things are advantages.
Scaredy Squirrel's daily routine. 6:45 a.m. Wake up. 7 a.m. Eat a nut. 7:15 a.m. Look at view. 12 noon. Eat a nut. 12:30 p.m. Look at view. 5 p.m. Eat a nut. 5:31 p.m. Look at view. 8 p.m. Go to sleep.
Okay, so what are the things that he does in his daily routine? He seems to do the same things all the time. So what are the few things that he does in his daily routine? Isabella?
You want me to read the whole thing?
Well, he only does, I think he does essentially the same few things. What are the same few things that he does all the time?
Wake up, eat a nut, and look at you.
Yes, he wakes up, he eats a nut, he looks at a view. So he never has any what? Yes, Lord. What does he never seem to do?
He never seems to go out into the unknown and explore the world like other squirrels do.
Yeah, he never goes out into the world. Reese?
Yeah. You skipped the disadvantages.
Oh, and it's the disadvantage.
Disadvantages of never leaving the nut tree. Same old view. Same old nuts. Same old place. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Sunday. Everything is predictable. All is under control.
So, yeah.
Predictable. If something is predictable, it is just as you expect, with no surprises.
So he likes everything to be predictable. So everything is always what? Everything is, Nina?
Predictable.
Yes, everything is predictable, so it's,
So it's all like so he knows what all is under control.
yes, everything's always under control. He knows what's going to happen at all times. So we discussed his schedule. It's a good thing he has nuts, so he never has to go do what?
Get
He never has to go get nuts, right? That would be upsetting for him.
But let's say, just for example, that something unexpected did happen. You can rest assured that this squirrel is prepared. A few items in Scaredy Squirrel's emergency kit. Parachute, bug spray, mask and rubber gloves, hard hat, antibacterial soap, calamine lotion, net, bandage, sardines.
So why would he have sardines in his emergency kit? What's he gonna do with those sardines? What's he gonna do with the sardines? What do you think? Sophia?
So he's gonna use them. So, and his top secret plan, he writes a note to himself not to run the river. If he does, he thinks it's gonna be sharp. So he's gonna use the sardines to distract sharks.
He's gonna use them to distract the sharks. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of my father's drag and the story we're reading now. Remember how Elmer Elevator has all those things in his backpack? This is kind of like that. Elmer's prepared for all the things he encounters. Scaredy Squirrel is prepared for everything that he can encounter. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Very interesting.
What to do in case of an emergency, according to Scaredy Squirrel. Step 1, panic. Step 2, run. Step 3, get kit. Step 4, put on kit. Step 5, consult exit plan. Step 6, exit tree, if there is absolutely, definitely, truly no other option. Dramatization. Emergency. An emergency is an unexpected situation that requires help or quick action to make it better. Consult. If you consult something, you look at it to find information.
What do you think this means where it says dramatization? What does that mean? Nina?
It means drama,
Okay, it has to do with drama. Yes?
like kinda he has more than what he needs.
He has more than what he needs. What else do you think it means?
Maybe I forgot what it was.
Yes, what do you think it means?
When you have, it's kind of like drama, but like, because the drama is when it is like kind of silly and way too way too over dramatic. So he's like over dramatic, like looks really silly, and that stuff's really not gonna happen.
Okay.
Bad.
Yes. What do you think, Eli?
He's prepared.
He's being prepared? Yes. What do you think, Becca?
Like he is like prepared, like when anything happens, when he really doesn't need it that much.
Yeah, he's just acting it out, right? He's just acting it out, getting ready. Okay.
Exit plan.
Good.
Top secret. I am here. Exit 1. Note to self. Watch out for green Martians and killer bees in the sky. Exit 2. Note to self. Do not land in river. If unavoidable, use sardines to distract sharks. Exit 3. Note to self. Look out for poison ivy and for tarantulas roaming the ground. Exit 4. Note to self. Keep in mind that germs are everywhere. Remember, if all else fails, playing dead is always a good option. Distract. If you distract someone, you focus their attention away from something. With his emergency kit in hand, Scaredy Squirrel watches. Day after day, he watches until one day, Thursday, 9:37 a.m.
Did you see what was in his sunglasses, boys and girls? His glasses on him?
Yep.
A killer bee appears. Scaredy Squirrel jumps in panic, knocking his emergency kit out of the tree. This was not part of the plan.
So what made him jump? What made oh, well, let's read this.
Scaredy Squirrel jumps to catch his kit. He quickly regrets this idea. The parachute is in the kit, but something incredible happens.
So why does he jump? Why does Scaredy Squirrel jump? Right, Pete?
To catch the kit,
That's why he jumps. And what made him jump?
to get the.
What made him jump? Why did he jump? Something made him jump in the first place. What was it that made him? A killer bee, that's right.
He starts to glide. Scaredy Squirrel is no ordinary squirrel. He's a flying squirrel.
And so what does he learn after he jumps out of the tree? He learns an amazing thing. Maddie?
How to glide.
Well, he knows how to glide. Why does he know how to glide, Sophia?
Because he jumped out of the tree.
Yeah, what is he?
A flying squirrel.
He's a flying squirrel. That's a specific type of squirrel, boys and girls. There are flying squirrels, squirrels that can glide. For real. That's a specific type of squirrel. There's different types of squirrels. Some are flying squirrels. They can glide. They don't fly like birds fly, but they're called flying squirrels because they can glide.
And it looks like they're flying when they do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scaredy Squirrel forgets all about the killer bee, not to mention the tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, germs, and sharks. He feels overjoyed, adventurous, carefree, alive, until he lands in a bush and plays dead. 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, 2 hours later. Finally, Scaredy Squirrel realizes that nothing horrible is happening in the unknown today, so he returns to his nut tree. All this excitement has inspired Scaredy Squirrel to make drastic changes to his life. Drastic. If you make a drastic change, you do something very different from what you have always done. Scaredy Squirrel's new and improved daily routine. 6:45 a.m. Wake up. 7 a.m. Eat a nut. 7:15 a.m. Look at view. 9:37 a.m. Jump into the unknown. 9:45 a.m. Play dead. 11:45 a.m. Return home. 12 noon. Eat a nut. 12:30 p.m. Look at view. 5 p.m. Eat a nut. 5:31 p.m. Look at view. 8 p.m. Go to sleep.
So what does he add to his schedule? What does he add to his schedule? Leah?
He adds jump into the unknown and then play dead and then he has to return home.
Yeah, so he's added jumping into the unknown, playing dead, and then returning home. So he has this whole new activities that he gets to add to his daily routine. He's broadening his horizon.
P.S. As for the emergency kit, Scaredy Squirrel is in no hurry to pick it up just yet. The end. Poison ivy.
So how do you think Scaredy Squirrel's life would have been different if he would have jumped sooner? What do you think, Mikey?
Not like he would be brave and just do the same thing the whole day. Instead of just eat a nut and look at the news.
Yeah, he would have been doing some different things, right? He would have been braver. What do you think, Ellie?
I think that he would just keep doing it day after day like he did now, but he would also think that maybe doing things a little differently from what they usually do
Yes, what would
are
he be doing?
better.
I'd like to, an example of maybe something he would be doing.
He'd probably be see about all the things he was scared about and see if there was really an actual reason to be scared about it.
Yes, okay. And let me ask you this. Why do you think he's not in a hurry to get his emergency kit? Because there it is. Why isn't he in a hurry to get that emergency kit, Eli?
Because he is because there is no there's no shelves by him or tarantulas or no.
Or because there's no other things to be scared of? What do you think, Isabella?
It's in poison ivy.
It's in poison ivy. Okay, that could be a reason. Yes, Lauren?
Because he's like so excited, like he likes to play he likes jumping into the unknown.
Okay,
And also there's poison ivy.
yes, because he doesn't want to get the poison ivy on him. He likes jumping into the unknown. Beckett, what do you think?
Because he's more braver and not as scared of the stuff that he was before.
Yes, he's braver. He's not afraid anymore. Very good. Those are all good reasons. Okay, boys and girls,